Hey everybody, this is Eve with Bitcoin Kindergarten. You can see me on bitcoinkindergarten.com, also on Twitter as my name, and Bitcoin Kindergarten. I'm the creator of this amazing book, Crypto Assets and DeFi Tracker. So this is where when you go really crazy with crypto and you have tons of different coins on many exchanges and you want to track their prices, where you've kept them, passwords, yield, staking, all these other DeFi stuff, you can track it all here. Also, I did the same thing. I have a money tracker, which is just how to easily track all of your expenses and money every month. It's worth one whole year's worth on Amazon under my name. I was going to stop using my name because now that Bitcoin has exploded and gone crazy, all of these criminals are coming out of the woodwork and looking for people. And so I was getting a little nervous, but I think it's too late. There's really nothing to find here. So Eve Hennessy, that's my Twitter handle too. I don't do a lot of banter, this, that, and the other. I just like to give information. I like to give clear, easy to understand information. I teach about crypto and Bitcoin, altcoins, and decentralized finance, otherwise known as DeFi, in non-technical language. I'm not a technical person. My training is in the arts and also personal training. I was never a math person, and I've been into crypto over 3 years. I've done well. And so that's one reason I'm starting to teach it to other people, because a lot of the common sense things that I had understood turned out to be right when I go to study them with other, technical analysis people, other crypto traders and whatnot. I was like, oh yeah, I figured that out as well. And I did study in the Ivan on Tech Academy, studied Bitcoin 101. DeFi 101, just to get the basic overview of how things work. It's amazing. I think you can go for like $22 a month. There's a link below. If you're just coming in, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button and the all. That way, whenever I go on, you get a notification through YouTube and you can come ask me any question you want. I also work for hire. You can hire me to do phone calls or Zooms with you to walk you through anything you don't understand. This is all brand new to most people. And even myself, I've been in it so long, like the language that I use, you might not even understand. So you can just be like, well, what does that mean? This is what I had to do when I first bought my first cryptos. Because it's scary, it's your money, and you're sending it, it's just codes moving around. So if you're like me, you need a little hand holding. Let's see. Today, all of the huge corporations are buying into it. Elon Musk is tweeting about putting billions of dollars into Bitcoin so he can make transactions with Bitcoin. He was talking to the CEO of MicroStrategies, who also just put billions of dollars into Bitcoin. So Bitcoin has gone from being a scam, a bubble, I don't understand it, so I'm not going to use it. I don't think it's going to be around for long. It's gone from that to being the asset that everyone is getting into right now, which is why the price has gone up like $5,000 in the past month or so. Used to be a year or so ago, you could get a whole Bitcoin for $3,000. It was in a dip, and nobody even wanted it back then. I mean, I did. All of us who are in crypto are like, this is amazing, $3,000. But, we had a bear market. But that is over thanks to COVID and all of this money printing, all of this financial instability. People are realizing that Bitcoin actually is the stable money. It is fiat, just paper money. People say, oh, well, Bitcoin, it's just an electronic. It's just an idea. Well, your paper money, you burn it, it's gone. It is just an idea, but it's not such a good idea as Bitcoin is, because Bitcoin is immutable. It cannot be changed. You can't make even a fake Bitcoin. Like, you can counterfeit paper money. You can't counterfeit Bitcoin. Because of the way the blockchain works, it has to be verified through 1,000 different nodes exactly. So if one thing is off, it's not going to get verified. So it's not even slightly off. And there's only ever going to be 21 million ever printed. People can't just go print more Bitcoin. They can print more XRP and Ripple. So, you know, if you're thinking about buying that, study up, because you might make some money on it if you're a good trader, but it's not a very quality asset, as is Bitcoin. So your connection is unstable. Duh. Okay. So 21 million Bitcoin ever to be printed in the whole history of the world. There's no CEO of Bitcoin. There's no office. There's no marketing team. There's nothing. Bitcoin is really like a force of nature that was put into motion almost 13 years ago. And it's a program. It's a huge computer network. There are thousands of computers in this net. It's a finite resource. That's why people are scrambling to get it. And that's why the price is going through the roof. And every time there's a tiny dip, all of these companies, Grayscale, probably lots of banks, the JP Morgans, all these people are buying it up. Certain people could be buying it up with, you know, secretly, billionaires, millionaires. You can track wallets. Crypto isn't like totally secretive. If you want to keep your money totally secret, just get cash. But the thing is, your cash is going to be devaluing. So, you know, Bitcoin isn't this big clandestine thing that people think it is. It can be tracked. And so, you know, it's not, but it can also be bought, you know, and it can be done kind of secretively. I mean, nobody's really watching. So if you're a billionaire, you could get a lot of Bitcoin. Is that you could get it without, you know, your name going out to the press, and or you could get a lot of it in smaller portions, and then nobody needs to know. So there are many, many people buying up the Bitcoin right now. It was an amazing time to buy it. I was bugging all my friends like a month ago, hey, get your Bitcoin. And I still am bugging people because it seems to me, and all of the technical analysis, all the traders, all of the crypto people that I follow, is that it's just going to get bigger and bigger. Citibank had one Bitcoin to be worth $300,000 within a short period. Other people, you know, financial people are saying, yeah, it's easily worth 50,000, 100,000. So we're expecting this, you know, and so Bitcoin is still a good buy. Watch on YouTube. So, you know, people can get on there, you know, with their Lamborghini in the back, and they might not even, it's just a photograph, you know. So don't listen to anybody unless you know who they are and you've been following them for a while, or they have a good reputation in the community. The good thing about crypto, there is a community, mostly it's on Twitter and Telegram. I don't do Telegram, but I follow a lot of people on Twitter, and there are people who've been around for a long time who you can get good advice from. So check out who you're getting your advice from. I haven't been around that long, but all of my advice, I'll tell you where I got it, and none of it's not too crazy. And I'm not trying to tell you, you know, how rich I am. In fact, anyone who tells you how rich they are on YouTube is foolish. So they probably don't have anything. Because I own this one asset, it's called REN, Republic Protocol, which pumped 25% today. So now we are officially in altcoin season. I will explain what that is in a second. But my account, sometimes I buy very small amounts of a coin, sometimes even $35. When I get into Bitcoin, sometimes I buy $10 worth. And, you know, this is a great thing to do because the chances of it going up a lot are high. That's what I did. My trading philosophy, I studied some trading. I was going to get into trading, options, this, that, and the other. And, you know, it's high risk, high reward. So I decided to go high risk because I really needed some money. I didn't have much to lose. So, and I didn't feel like I had forever to get this money. Putting all of my extra cash there. And so high risk, high reward. So that's what the altcoins are now. So a lot of times I'll just buy I hear about one that I hear is a good one, I'll just buy whatever I can at that time. And sometimes it's even, I have like $20 on this one coin. And for me, I actually like to watch it. Let me backtrack. Bitcoin is the first and the biggest cryptocurrency. Every other currency after that is a coin or a currency or a token or a crypto asset. These words all mean the same thing. And they're called altcoins. So Ethereum is an altcoin. All of the other ones are altcoins. There's Bitcoin and the rest are altcoins. So then the word DeFi coin really came into use a lot this year because there are a lot of amazing things happen in decentralized finance, and these coins are very hot and they're really amazing and useful. So I'm super into DeFi and DeFi coins. So I bought this one. So sometimes I'll buy one for the possibility that can go up a lot, because if you're early in, even Bitcoin, if you're listening to this, we're still early in Bitcoin. Most people still don't know what it is. Most people are still completely intimidated. Most people feel like, oh, I can't understand it. It's so beyond me. So we're still early in Bitcoin, but we're very early in DeFi and certain altcoins. So the philosophy is to get in early on these very small coins, and they have a chance of going up a lot. And I have already had this happen. I have mentors. I have actually, I have a paid subscription to a very good list of altcoins, and I I follow Ivan on Tech, and I just listen to what he says, and I buy stuff, and his isn't financial advice either, but he gives a lot of amazing advice. So a few coins that I've bought, very small price, have gone up. Frankly, I can't remember if it's like 10 times, 100 times, but stuff that I bought like $200 worth is now worth like 2,000. And we're just getting into this huge bull run and this huge altcoin season. So maybe in a year it could be 200,000. I mean, we don't know. Probably not that much, but I wouldn't be surprised. Not on a good one like that, AAVE. That's a very quality one, and it's in use. It's an important coin in the DeFi space. It's in use. A lot of coins are now being used, even in all kinds of different industry. So that was a good one. And some other ones. Some went way up too high and then they went back down. So if your coin goes up really high, you should technically take profits, which is like cash some of it out, at least take out your $200 that you put in, because it can go way back down and then you feel sad. I have some of those. They're doing okay. I mean, they're kind of making a comeback right now. There's only one that really got completely wrecked, because it is just like when the .com happened. There are all these new websites, all these people made tons of money. A lot of people lost money because there are going to be some that don't stand the test of time. And most of the ones that I know are from this altcoin list that I have purchased. It's a very expensive list, and it's a team of people. It's the top people. It's very studied. It's not just like random, buy a coin, because guess what? Anyone can put a coin on Uniswap or whatever. Generally, if they're on a major exchange, Coinbase, Binance, all of that, I mean, they're a reputable coin. They're not one that just somebody put up. Except for XRP, we've been talking about how that coin is kind of iffy all this time, and now it's in big trouble. So just listen a little bit, and you'll learn. DeFi coin. So back to what he was asking me. So I own this coin called REN. It's Republic Protocol, and it pumped 24% today. It was one that I probably bought like a couple of $100 worth, back in the summer. and it probably went down to like 60. But right today it was worth $111.11. So I sent it to my spiritual friends, my synchronicity friends, like, look, blah, 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 blah. So he writes me back and says, just watched your video and have been curious for a while. Would surely benefit from your input and have just a few $100s that can be used. I heard you mention small coins. Would Ren be one? I really couldn't say. I don't know that much about Ren, although it has been doing well. I just couldn't say. So if I just had a few $100s, I might buy a tiny bit. These kind of coins like Ren, these very smaller coins, you can buy on Binance. Once a coin gets to Coinbase, it has already a big market cap. It's already had its initial pump, usually, unless it's like brand new on market cap. I mean, Coinbase, sometimes it'll pump a lot and then it will come back down. So if you do, like, you see a new coin on Coinbase, you buy it, try to sell it after it pumps, because generally it's going to go right back down. That's about 95% of cases. But say on Binance, you can buy these smaller coins. You can also get them on UNISWAP, but UNISWAP has a fee, a gas fee, which is paid in Ethereum, which is why you want to buy Ethereum. And sometimes a gas fee is a lot. If a lot of people are using the network, it's a high gas fee. So I'm going to teach people how to use Uniswap, or you can call me or we can Zoom. I will show you how to use it. It's not very hard once you know how, and it's actually very simple, but it's scary when you don't know what it is or how it works. So a lot of times Uniswap has a fee, so I'll buy stuff on Binance. Most traders, from what I understand, they're buying thousands of dollars in each trade. I don't do that. It's not yet. Maybe next year. So I just buy a lot of smalls. Sometimes I have got them on Uniswap. Sometimes I've paid the fee. When the market is not really going wild, the fees can be very low. It can be $1, but then it can go up to $30, $100. I don't know what it is right now. I'm going to get the kind of software where I can share the screen and we can do Uniswap. But you can buy Ren on Binance. You can buy a lot of small coins on Binance. So I have a link below where you can click right on there and get your account with Binance. You do have to, if you live in the United States, you always have to verify your identity. And the IRS is going to have availability for this information, I do believe. So you want to don't think it's secret money that if you start trading a lot, you need to learn about taxes and all that. That said, you can get a VPN. Nobody talks about this online. I don't know if it's illegal. Get a VPN that says you're in Canada, and you might not have to put in your information. I've done it. Hopefully, it's not illegal. I think it's okay. I'm a very small fish. I'm not worried about somebody coming after me. Although, I will learn the laws this year because I've said this a couple of times on my channel. Don't forget to smash the likes, and any questions you have, you can just type them right in. So I don't know about Ren. I don't know if I had a few $100s. I was thinking about that. What would I buy today? You're always going to want to buy Bitcoin, even though the price right now is high. And we could always have a pullback. The price can always dip. But nobody's expecting it to dip much for long because we are in a kind of all-out insane bull run where the graph is just going like straight up. So if you do buy some today, say you buy $100 worth of Bitcoin on Coinbase. I also have a link down there, Coinbase. I think you get $10 free if you use that link. Also, you get a lot of other stuff free just for studying some small videos. I would buy Bitcoin because Bitcoin is gold. It's good to have silver and platinum, this and the other, bronze. But those coins you really have to understand a little bit more about before you buy them. I've have friends and they're like, oh, you know, my intuition told me to buy this or that coin. But I knew it wasn't their intuition. What all new people do is they go in and you go on Coinbase, which is very simple to use. But if you don't understand it, you can call me, and for a fee, I can explain it to you and walk you through it. Because, you know, we all have our different levels of understanding. So here's Coinbase, right? So Bitcoin is at the top, tradable assets: Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, Chainlink. So what all kind of new people do is they go and they say, oh, Bitcoin, $26,843.67. Oh my God, that's so expensive. I can't afford that. But the truth is you can buy $10 worth. On CashApp, you can buy $1 worth. My CashApp link is there below too. My links, I get $10, $15, so it helps a lot because I'm not making any money doing this yet. Or they see these other coins like, well, it's in the top 3. XRP, it's only 28 cents. I'm going to get a whole bunch of that. Well, we've all done that. Thing is, XRP is in legal trouble right now. It might go down to 0. And I had like $1,500 of XRP at one time. Did I buy 500 and it went up to 15? I think I went about 500 and went up in the bull run. It can go up because the bull run, other people are buying it. You know, other people are going on Coinbase going, oh, XRP, that's number 3. I'll get some of that. It's only 28 cents. That's the reasoning. And, you know, I just have to watch it because it can go down. But these things can go down fast. And the markets, crypto markets, are 24/7. It's not like you can wake up at 9:30 and see that it's getting ready to go down. Like, it could be going down in the middle of the night. You wake up, you're in big trouble. So then there's Litecoin, which people call silver, like Bitcoin, gold, Litecoin, silver. It's an asset. People buy it. I don't know who buys it. People in the crypto space not super into Litecoin. I think more people in finance. I'm not sure who buys Litecoin, but Bitcoin Cash, also another one. So, but I think mostly the Litecoin and these, people are buying them because they're on the exchange. So there's Bitcoin Cash. So you think, oh, well, that makes more sense. I understand cash. Like, this is what I was thinking. Now I realize later is that, you know, millions of people have the exact same thought process. Oh, Bitcoin Cash. Oh, buy that. Oh, it's cash. That means I can like get my money back and I can use it. But this is not true at all. It's just a name, and it has a green, green emblem. So you're like, oh, cash, and it's only $361. You're like, well, Bitcoin is $26,000. I'll get some of that. The problem with this is that it's just, I don't have any Bitcoin Cash. I don't have any XRP. I don't have any Litecoin right now because they're not really coins that are doing anything in the world. They're mostly speculative. In a bull market, other people who also are new, they're buying them. Or, although I'm not going to get too much into it. I don't know too much about it. You want to buy that stuff, you can. But the thing is that once the market dips, which it eventually will, I mean, it goes up, it's eventually probably going to come down, the whole market. We don't know when, and we don't know how far down. But I had my XRP, my Bitcoin Cash, my Litecoin. It was just like in so low for like 2 years. It didn't move because it's not something that's really doing anything out in the world. So it was very static. It's just in these times when everyone's buying in and they're saying, oh, look, Bitcoin Cash. I want to buy something called cash. I also bought Zcash for the same reason. I'm like, oh, it's cash, So that said, Chainlink, which is number 1, 2, 3, 4, it's down there, 5. Chainlink is something that actually does something in the world. It's a very important building block in the DeFi ecosystem. So it's actually something that's used all the time. Like Ethereum is very used. That's what I would buy. So long story short, I would buy Bitcoin. I would buy Ethereum. And then maybe a tiny bit of some really small coins. None of these ones that are Stella. They haven't really been performing well in the past couple of years. This one's been performing really well. That's a little bit sideways. So you can go look at charts. You don't have to even be a rocket scientist to see that this asset is doing well. Synthetics Network Token. I have that one. And you can get it on Coinbase. I got it when it was still a tiny token, when it was down there. And you could, I don't know where I got it, on Binance or Uniswap or something. So you know what I would really do too? So here's my latest favorite thing. So if I had a few $100s, I would buy Bitcoin. I would buy Ethereum. What we're expecting right this minute is like Ethereum is exploding right now. People have been, what Ethereum is doing in the world is huge. For one thing, there's a huge amount of assets. Every asset on Uniswap, almost all DeFi assets. There's a thing that Ethereum made possible called a smart contract. So many things are built on top of Ethereum. So it's like, you know, flour. You're making cake. You know, you need that flour. People are making a million different things with the flour. You know, and then, you know, there's a few people that know how to make cake without flour, but mostly everybody uses flour. It's a lot like that. Ethereum. Yeah, I would buy Ethereum. So everyone's expecting it to go way high. Everyone says it's undervalued. Ivan said he wouldn't be surprised if it was 50,000. Could easily be 10,000. It will easily be 1,000, you know, soon. Right now it costs about 740. Last week it only cost like 640. So it's going up a lot. What happens is, and the reason why it's going up is that, so say Bitcoin starts going crazy. Elon Musk is tweeting about billions of Bitcoin. Tudor, all of these huge corporations are getting into Bitcoin. Everybody's ears are perking up. You know, everybody's old friends are calling them like, oh yeah, you're still into that Bitcoin thing. You know, like all of these very smart people who thought they were too smart for Bitcoin now are like, they need to know, because it's like the #1 asset. It's the best performing asset of the decade. Pretty much, you know, you're like a fool and you're in the financial world and you have not done Bitcoin. Like before, it was okay to look down your nose on Bitcoin. But now it's just been watching it, listening and studying it for 3 years, which is like a decade in crypto. And, you know, this is the day in and day out of what's going on crypto. So what was I talking about? Ethereum price. Okay, so here's what happens. So everyone gets into Bitcoin. Oh, Bitcoin. Look, people are making, you know, people who've put a lot of money in are just making millions, cha-ching. Anyone really who has any amount of money, you know, even my friends that I talked into finally buying $10, where they're like, oh, look, now it's 20, you know? So what happens is that now that people are into buying their Bitcoin and they say, oh, all of these corporations are doing it, then they get to find out, oh, what's the next step? The next step is ecosystem. People are making a lot of money, and it's growing like a mushroom. Like Uniswap went from, you know, which is all Ethereum based tokens and a lot of DeFi, went from like 0 to being, you know, one of the top exchanges in the world, you know, within a year. And their market cap is huge, you know, billions of dollars passing through there. So once people get their eyes open, then they see the next thing, which is Ethereum, which is huge. All of this DeFi is amazing. Like, you got to study up and learn about DeFi. We'll do that at some point later. We're going to, so all this DeFi is based on smart contracts and Ethereum. And there's something called DAI, which is backed by Ethereum. It's a stable coin. A stable coin is a coin that's worth the same as $1 US. And it's used for trading. It's used for different kinds of stuff within the crypto space. Also, you can send it, you know, pay people in it. You can use, you know, it's worth $1, so it's easy to use for that kind of transaction. So all of these smart contracts, all of this DeFi, all of these millions and billions of dollars that people are using online is backed by Ethereum. So if I had just a few $100s, I would buy like the same thing I already do now, which was my philosophy is like 75% Bitcoin. Maybe right now I would do 70% Bitcoin, like 20% Ethereum, 10% some small DeFi coins like maybe Chainlink. I'm into Zill, and my Zill is doing amazing. And I'm staking Zill on Atomic Wallet, so I make 17% on my Zill. So my Zill price is going up. Plus, I'm getting more Zill. I think I put, I don't know, did I have like $100 of Zill? Now it's worth $1,000. So it's amazing. You know what else I would do if I had a little cash right now, and I don't, because I already spent it all, is I would go on the Atomic Wallet, which you just download the wallet. It wants your password every time, which is a bit of a pain. I can just use my thumbprint. I'm going to do it. This is what I would do if I had a couple $100. I would get some Atom, because Atom is this coin. I actually don't own any. I've owned it, but then I sell it. Sometimes, you know, you just buy it. I'll buy stuff, and then when you need a little money, you have to sell stuff. So there is a coin called Atom, ATOM, and it's also called like Cosmos. See, a coin has a letters that's like its word, like XRP is there Ripple? I don't know. Anyway, like Bitcoin is BTC, Ethereum is ETH, ADA is Cardano. They don't always go exactly with the letters of the words. So Atom is also Cosmos. So you can get 10% staking, 10% if you stake on Atomic Wallet. Now, Atomic Wallet is decentralized, and you don't have to put your name, your anything in there. So that's a plus. So I have Zill, which you can get 17% on. Zill has been pumping so crazy. I don't know if it's going to keep going up like that. I mean, I don't know. It could go down. I don't really understand Zill. The only reason I bought it was because I was like, oh, 17% staking interest. Seemed good to me. And that was a coin I hear about here and there. I just didn't know a lot about it. And it's doing amazingly. It's doing really well. I don't know if it's going to continue to do well, but I think like Atom, ATOM is definitely a here to stay type of DeFi coin. It's more like, you know, in the top, I don't know what number it is. You can look it up, CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, even Coinbase. You can see what number it ranks at, but I think it's way in the top. So it's very reliable. You don't have to keep watching it. Like Zill, I can't vouch for. That would be my next move. I would get some Atom. And I just, so you know, usually when I say something like this, like it goes really well. And so far my advice has been really good. But, you know, we're all going to be wrong sometime. So all you do is you buy it. To get stuff on Atom, you have to, okay, I'm going to show you how to do it. So you can't just put your credit card and get money on here. You have to get a coin from some other place, Binance, Coinbase, whatever, and then you send it to there. You do copying and pasting. Make sure you double check everything. Make sure if you're using your computer, you look at the URL, make sure it's correct, you know, before you start sending your money all around. It's very, for me, it was very scary in the beginning because it's just copying and pasting big, long lines of numbers. But like everything, you get used to it. So you go, say you go to Atom, and then you want to find Atom. Adam Cosmos. I think you can actually buy this on Coinbase. This is what I would do. Buy it on Coinbase. Maybe if you send me some money, I'll do it. Please send me money. I should put my Cash App down there, but I'm not up to that level yet. Nobody's really even listening to me yet. $5.29. So you could buy, Coinbase. You could buy, $25 or $100, whatever. I think $100 is a good amount. Then you hit the receive button, and then you get these QR codes. I don't use the QR code. I don't know how to use it. So I guess you put it in front of your computer. I just copy that little code below. Then I will text it to myself. I just copy it. Well, everything's on an app on this, but sometimes you go between your computer and your phone. I copy that, hit copy. Then I would go back to Coinbase, open the app. Let's pretend I have Atom, which I don't. I have a tiny bit of something on here, a little bit of Bitcoin. So let's pretend like Bitcoin is Atom. So I just go, this is my portfolio. Click on Bitcoin. Here's, my wallet. Hit wallet. And see there's a little arrow up at the top. That's how you send. You can send this money to anyone, anywhere in the world. And you put how much you want. I'm going to hit max. $26 for Bitcoin. I like to keep it in Coinbase just to, I don't know, just to see like how it's moving. And I like to use Coinbase because their charts are so easy. I don't have much stored there. So you hit continue. And then C2 at the top is like a little address thing. So I take my finger and I paste. This is an Atomic wallet, so it's just because I don't own any Atomic. Pretend that this is my Atomic wallet. I'm not actually going to send it because it's actually a Bitcoin wallet. Oh, look, that's kind of weird. I don't know. This actually has like words in the top. Cosmos wallet. I don't think that would be normal. Normally, it's just letters and numbers. So you would have to go back and check my Atomic wallet. What is the code? Does it actually say Cosmos in front of it? If it does, then that's part of the code. But if not, that was just something that happened in the copying and pasting. So that's all you do. You copy it, you paste it. Then it's not going to let me send because obviously that's not a valid wallet. You just hit send, and a lot of times it'll ask you to check your address. So you go, you check, you just look at the first few numbers in the front, the first few numbers in the back. You don't have to go through like all 56 numbers and make sure they're all right. Just the ones in the front and the ones in the back, because if there's something wrong on one of the numbers, it will change the whole number and it won't. No hacker can like make it a number like that. So you just check the ones in the front and the ones in the back. Then you send. Then you go back to your Atomic and you have your wallet. Then you go to staking, right? You just hit staking, and I'm gonna hit Atom. So I don't have any, but if I had it, it would show up, and then you just hit stake button. Sometimes you need a little Ethereum for gas fees, so that's a little bit of a trouble. It's always good to have a little Ethereum in all of your wallets because different protocols are going to ask for a little bit of Ethereum for the gas fee. I don't think in this case it is, or we don't know. So you just hit stake Atom. And then you can unstake it anytime you want. I did like lock-ins a whole bunch of money at one time, and it turned out to be good because it was eGold and crypto.com, but at that time it went so far down and I couldn't sell it. It was like I let it locked in for 3 months. Now I'm glad I didn't sell it because It's gone up really high. Well, I did sell half of it just because I was so mad I lost that much money. But I ended up gaining money because I still, at least I own that amazing coin. So sometimes when you get a high interest rate, like 17% or 10% for staking, it's because it's a good quality coin that people are using and people want it, you know. So it's really a good indicator. I've never heard anyone say that, but I think it's a little bit obvious, and it's why even I bought the Zill. I'm like, well, if they're going to pay me 17% for using my Zill, it must be worthwhile, right? Because nobody's like asking to borrow like your broken hair dryer. You know what I mean? People want to borrow your good stuff. So that's what I would do. Let's take a little, maybe a little bit of Zill. Thing is, you can't buy Zill on Coinbase. You could probably buy it on Binance. You might have to, it's a little more complicated when you get into the ETH and the gas fees, but, and I would do that. What else is there on Binance? I would get some, maybe Unibright. Unibright's working with Coca-Cola, and Unibright's a very important block, building block in the DeFi ecosystem. That said, you know what? A lot of these coins are so small and they're new that something could go wrong with them. VeChain, I bought a couple of years ago. Like Walmart is using it for supply chain tracking, but it's not, I mean, it could still go up a lot, but the price has been stable for a long time. If you have like just a little money and you want to do the high risk, buy a smaller coin like Atom, like Zill. What's another one that's really small? Ren, Synthetics. These are just the ones that I know. You're going to go on Twitter. You're going to go on other places. Other people know other coins. I just know. I listen to Ivan every day. I go running for hours, listen to Ivan. So for about a year and a half now. So I kind of, you know, listen to him a lot. He's pretty smart, though. He's, you know, in Forbes. He's in Bloomberg. Even though he's a young guy, he's making a lot of silly jokes all the time. He's very smart. And a lot of his advice has been good for me. All right, that's all I'm going to say. That's what I would do. I'll buy Ethereum. What else would I buy? If I was on Coinbase, I'm just going to say what I would buy. I'm not a financial advisor by any stretch of the imagination. Usually I'm right. Sometimes I'm wrong. Oh. Polkadot's doing really well right now. Polkadot's supposed to be one of the ones that goes really high. But it's been like, it hasn't really been doing well for a while. I mean, it's been doing fine. But only just today it started pumping. Actually, it pumped quite a bit today. So Polkadot is good. I don't know if you can get that on Binance. What other coins? Band. Let's see. Tradable assets, because that's the one that's on. You can find out what's selling on Coinbase. Abe, I have this one. It's been doing well. It's more of like I don't know if it's going to go up like crazy, but it's been very good. It's one that has been performing well for quite a while, more than a year. Yeah, Ren. There's my Ren. You can buy Ren on Coinbase actually. So look at how the big peak and went back down. Probably should have sold it then. Sold some. It actually wasn't that huge of a peak. It's all relative. It depends on if you're looking at a month, a year, whatever. Here's a year. It's going up. I like to make sure they're always going up. I don't know. I couldn't say. I don't want to say what I would buy. I don't have any of this one, but Balancer is supposed to be very important in the DeFi ecosystem. You can see it like it pumped a lot, and now it's kind of sideways. But that could mean that it could pump a lot any day. You know, what's going to be happening now that we're in altcoin season, which we are, is that people are going to like discover the new coin and invest millions of dollars in it, then it's going to go really high. But you know, with these coins, you have to keep your eye on them. With Ethereum and Bitcoin, I would buy them, especially Bitcoin, never sell it. Just buy it. I don't think of any of us who own Bitcoin, we don't ever sell our Bitcoin. You know, only people who are major day traders, something like that. But we just hold on to it because it just goes up, and it is really proving itself to be digital gold. And it's proving itself more and more. And let me see what else. If I have one on here I really like. Maybe Tron. Compound. I don't have that much of it, but I should. It's a very good one. Let's see. It's gone up 127% this year. Should have kept my compound. Sometimes when I have assets on Coinbase, those are the ones I sell because when I need money, because they're like my other ones are like a few more steps. You have to go get the device and make sure it's charged. You know, there's just a lot more steps. You have to verify numbers. You know, on Coinbase, you can just sell your asset like boom, boom, boom. So easy. Sometimes they don't give you the money right away though, just as a heads up. But you can send it to your card. You can send it to your ATM card. Sometimes it takes like 3 days to go to the bank, so you just send it to the card. Or you can also send it to PayPal. Yeah, Compound. I think that's probably a good one to buy. If you want to get some more cash, I would probably buy Atom and Compound. These are like mid-range DeFi coins or altcoins that are very fundamental in the DeFi ecosystem. They're being used for a lot of other protocols. All these new projects, and people are using these basic building blocks, which are Polkadot, Atom, Compound, Maker, Synthetics, Silk Road, not Silk Road, Kyber Network, Chainlink, AAVE. So I will probably get some of those. Then, because you know, you probably will not lose money in that. You can make a lot. You might not make a ton. Like I have some that I'm trying to make a ton of. Like when I first bought AVE, it was brand new, and you know, I try to keep abreast of the brand new stuff. But you know, all of those aren't really doing that well. So I mean, it's my strategy, and it's been a good strategy. All right. Ask me questions. If you have a question, put it in the bottom. If you actually listen to my whole video, please make a comment. I'm new at this. I'm probably terrible, but you know, I will keep doing it and see if I get better and see if I connect with an audience. You know, if not. Certainly I have a lot of other things to do. Join my abs challenge. We do abs 3 times a day. We stay in shape. And I also do some detox program, personal training, stuff like that. So it's just that of all the work I do, the money that I've made is just looking at my phone, making a few crypto purchases. You know, the rest is just a lot of hard work. See you later. Ciao.